the specific problems for conservatives? Like what's different about conservative dating to...
What's different about conservative dating for just generally other people?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
well, I think a lot of times people who are conservative, they either feel like they have to be conservative in their dating style, because somehow
so what kind
that
of
makes them uptight.
Right.
You know, you don't have to be uptight. You can be fun. You can make jokes at your own expense. It's okay to like be a little wacky even. If people don't like you because you're a little wacky, because you show your wacky side, then you don't want to date them anyway.
Yeah.
But I think it makes you more attractive by being a little loose. And most people are just too stiff. You know, I mean, it's kind of a cliche about conservatives, but it kind of is true. I mean, I've been to other events of other political parties just to see what it was like. You know, the socialists. I went to met a girl. She was really a socialist. So it's like, we got to go to the event and go check it out, right? It's a completely different atmosphere. You'd be surprised.
And what's a good conservative...
Not suits at all.
Right. What's a good conservative date? Like, where would you recommend?
Well, you know, I think that when you meet somebody, I think you should create desire. You should create the idea that they should want to go out with you. And so I don't think you should necessarily say like, hey, I just want to go on a date, can I get your number? I'm not thinking it should be like that. I think you should say to the person like, hey, I think it'd be fun to do this. And then talk about something you could do together. If it's a guy proposing the date, I think that he should create a date idea that women would enjoy. You know, think fun, romance, sensuality, kind of combine those two. You know, a great date to take a girl on is tell her you want to take a Polaroid camera, walk around like Soho in New York or someplace comparable here, Georgetown maybe, take pictures of each other. That's a fun date. But keep it light and small, but try to create a vision of what it'll be like. Tell the person, I'd like to sit across from you and laugh. I'd like to get to know you better and then laugh and talk about our adventures. I want to hear about the vacation, the last vacation you took. But give it some idea of what it'll be like. It's not just what you do, but it's the feelings. And you've got to get the other person seeing that and desiring that before you actually exchange phone numbers or do something like that. Does that make sense? So other than that, I just like to keep it simple. You got to create desire. This gentleman right here.
I was going to say, gun club works really well for that kind of thing.
Gun club.
That's
yeah,
fun.
It's conservative, it's fun. Most women have not done it before. You get to look like you know what you're doing. You instruct her in a few things. It requires a lot of concentration, so kind of the pressure is taken off of both of you, and it requires concentration and everything else.
And is that something that would appeal to?
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
well, because it's something different that nobody's done before. Like, how many other guys are probably going to say, hey, listen, you know, you want to join me for like an afternoon at the range? You know, no, it's going to be like, you want to get some dinner? You know, so, but if you're in New York City or New York, DC, you might have a difficult time with that.
I think the gun club could, I mean, any creative idea is fine. I think if that works for you, that's good. I like to keep it simple. I think simple is best because ultimately, and if it's simple, that's cool. But I like to say to a person, hey, let's get together and we'll take a walk, we'll meet for coffee, and just keep it really simple, especially that first date. I think the gun club, though, I think it's a great second date.
I think you just meant in general, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a great second date. First